What's good, YouTube? It's Rage Real. So before I get to the video, man, go ahead and kill the like button. Go ahead and sub and turn those post notifications on. So in today's video, what I'm be going over, I'm be showing you. It's not a scheme per se. It's more of like a tip or a philosophy for defense. So I know some of y'all been struggling with defense for a while. I kind of was, but I kind of incorporate this philosophy in my game. Now, like I said, this is a universal thing. You can use this with any defense you want. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all that right here. So you're like probably like, "Real, what are you talking about?" So I'm gonna kind of show you how to set up like a pro style defense with any defense. So we can choose any defense we want. Just for example, I'm gonna show you 3-3-5 just because it's a really common defense, and we're gonna go to something like cover 2. And now on offense, I'm gonna go to anything in a gun because you want to kind of utilize this in a gun because you know if they want to run under center, you're gonna have to have run defense, all that stuff. So that's not what we're talking about right here. We're just talking about like for people who like to pass. So I'm just gonna come out in bunch, and I'm gonna come out in different formations. So don't worry, I'm not just gonna sit in one formation for the whole video while talking about this. And now, like I said, this is not a how to stop bunch. You know, it's not a how to stop. It's just showing you a concept that you use on defense to basically help you play better, I should say. So right here, you see we got cover 2, right? So first thing you want to do, you want to hit the right directional, which is this right here, hit the right directional, and then you want to hit blitz all. So you want to hit down like that. So we're looking like this, right? So now what you want to do, you want to press, and you want to keep pressing until all your linebackers walk in the gap. So you see how they look like this? And now what I would recommend, use this as your user. Or if you wanted to, you could do the same thing with this guy, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull him back because you can put him wherever you want. You can put him right here in the middle. You know, you can bring him down to the line of scrimmage. It's completely up to you. So the reason why I'm showing you this because you can stand right here maybe, and you want to find like an opening gap. So you can stand right here, or if you wanted to, you can stand right here. It's completely up to you. So you see we got a blitz, right? So we're blitzing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see how we're blitzing 7? So what I would recommend you do, blitz your user. Or you can man them up to the running back, completely up to you. And so now let's say they want to block their running back, right? So let's say they wanted to run something like this. So it's just a numbers game. So we have 7 versus their 7 blockers. So let me kind of show you, no, 6, my bad, because the tight end's going on the route. So we got a 7 versus 6, and let's just go ahead and touch the lineman right here. So you want to kind of touch them and then come back, and you see how that time we got somebody free. So it's gonna happen like that. So the reason I said this is a pro style defense is because you can send pressure, and you can switch up your coverage without your opponent ever knowing. So right here, let's go to the same thing. So let's blitz, and let's go ahead and press until they walk in the gap. And you can do different things, like you can slide your line, you can pinch your line, you know, just whatever you feel like, you know, whatever look you like. So let's say we want to do this, right? So this is where the fun parts come in, I would say. So what you want to do, you want to hit the right direction to pull up your linebacker menu, and you see down there where it says L2 for clear shift. You want to go ahead and press L2. So now watch what happens. So now we're not blitzing, right? So now we're playing coverage defense, but if you're looking at it like this, you know, from an opponent's point of view, what does it look like we're doing? It looks like we're finna send about 8 people, right? Or it looks like we're sending maybe 7, you know, who knows? But we're actually dropping everybody back in coverage. And now if I actually wanted to blitz, all I gotta do is hit the right directional and then go to blitz. And you see now we're blitzing everybody. Now we're blitzing 7 people. Or like I said, I can hit the right directional, press L2, clear shift. So now we're in cover 2. And then the other good thing that you want to notate, other thing you want to notate is that, let's say I wanted to go to cover 3, right? You see where I got cover 3? So when I hit it, you see how everybody backs up? You don't want that to happen. So what you want to do, you want to go ahead and repress. So let's come back out in cover 2. So whenever you audible, you want to go ahead and repress really quick. So let's go back to cover 2. Then you want to repress. So that way there's almost no tail. And that's what I mean when I say like a pro style defense. And another thing that you always want to do is make sure that when you do a defense, make sure you learn how to stop the run out of this look. So let's say they wanted to run something like halfback base, right? And you notice when a lot of times when the offense audibles, sometimes it'll push a player out of position. So you just want to re-blitz, and a lot of times they'll walk back down. In practice mode, they're not doing it, but let me kind of show you against halfback base. And like I said, it's not. I'm not trying to say, oh, this blows up the run. I'm just showing you like this is how you would need to lab a defense. So let's come out and show you something else against a whole nother formation, so you can kind of start to understand exactly what it is that I mean. So let's go to something like trips tight end offset, and let's go to something like PA crosses. And now let's say you wanted to run nickel normal, right? You're like, I like running nickel normal. So let me show you what it looks like against nickel normal. And like I said, even if you want to do this out of 3-4, you can do it out of 3-4. You can do it out of $3-2-6. It literally doesn't matter. So I'm gonna do like a 4 down lineman front since I already did 3-3-5. So let's go to something like I mean, it doesn't matter. You can pick any play. I would just recommend any base coverage. So you don't want to use something out of like Buck Slant 2 or something out of Under Smoke 2. So let's go to something like Cover 2 again. And like I said, it don't have to be. It can be just anything where you're not blitzing everybody. So right here, you would just hit the right directional, hit blitz all, and keep pressing until your linebackers walk down. Now, normally they don't walk down like that. Actually, let me just snap the ball right here. Just throw this real quick, because normally they won't sit in the same gap like that. I don't know why they did it like that, but let's go ahead and press and then walk them down. Now you see this time that they're in different gaps. That's how it to be almost every time. I don't know why they all went to the A gap. So like I said, you can run something like this where you bring this guy down. You know, you can use this guy if you wanted to, and you can run a coverage like this. So now you see we're blitzing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And then they would have to block a running back or a tight end. If they sent both their running back and tight end out, you have a 6 versus 5. And then if you wanted to, you can even, you know, of course, blitz this guy if you wanted to. And now you can stand right here. And I like to man myself to the running back or blitzing myself. Either one will gonna work the same. So then you just come touch a lineman and then drop back. That's all you have to do. Just make sure you touch a lineman. And like I said, I'm gonna show you something real quick also. So let's say we blitz him again, walk him down. Now let's say we wanted to bring this guy down, you know, bring this guy down. Now if you're looking at this, what does this look like? This looks like it's a man blitz, right? So it looks like we got man across the board, and it looks like we're blitzing everybody, right? But we're actually what? Playing cover 2. Or let's say you wanted to play cover 3. So you play cover 3, and you press and bring it back down. Now you tell me, what am I playing? Am I still cover 2? Am I blitzing? Am I in man coverage? You know, you don't know. And if you don't even know what you're like, if you're thinking about it from opponent's point of view, you know, it's going to be a headache for them to try to figure out what you're in. And that's the whole key to defense. You have to make them guess what you're in. So you see right here, we're playing full out coverage, but they thinking they're finna send the house. So they're blocking their tight end, they're blocking their running back, and they're running a setup just like this where they only have 3 people going out on a route. While in the meantime, we have what, 7 people in coverage. Yeah, we have 7 people in coverage, and you can just use the deep middle, you know, and you can walk this guy down, and now you can do something like this, you know. And so this is just what I mean by the philosophy. So let's say we just run like inside zone, and you see how like that time we audible the inside zone, how the person came out the gap. Now that'll happen from time to time. If you want to change that, just blitz all and then walk them down, like press, and then I hit the right direction or hit clear shift. So now it's right back normal. And because sometimes when they're audible, things like that happen, but that's something that you just have to know. And me personally, I would recommend using the safety. If you wanted to run a setup like this out of trips, I would suggest using this guy. Why? So let me show you why. For inside zone, so let's say they ran inside zone, a lot of times you can come and shoot that gap, and even then you always have help on the outside. So me personally, if you wanted to run this style of defense, I just recommend using to the trip side. And let me see, that's pretty much all that I have for you though. It's just a really unique defense that you can actually, not unique defense, but it's a unique concept that you can apply to any defense to turn your game to the next level. Because just remember, when you're playing defense, you need to make sure that you're always disguising what you're doing, because a lot of times people are going to read your defense, you know. So if they see 2 high, they're probably like, oh, cover 2. Now if they see 1 high, let's say he rolls down, if they see 1 high, they're like, oh, cover 3. But if you keep showing them the same kind of look like I've been telling you, then it'll increase your defense tremendously, I promise. But anyway, that's gonna be all for the video. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. I'm Ray Jarrell, and I'm out.